Hi guys, welcome back. Look at what I've got out today. So, guess what we're doing today? You know that dragon I've been umming and ahhing about making? Well, today's the day. We're going to make it. Now, I won't be able to make this dragon today because I have just cleaned it, literally. Just cleaned it. I'm sorry for the rustling. I've not used these moulds yet, so bear with me. So yeah, I've literally just cleaned this, so we're not going to be probably pouring this today. We'll see, but in fact I'm going to turn it upside down so all the water can come out. So yeah, this one is going to have to wait, but we can make these little guys. Now, I do need to make 3 of these. So I've decided I'm going to use my fast cure resin, and that way it only takes a couple of hours to harden up and I can do the next one. Now I'm going to be doing something a bit different with the eggs, so I'm going to pour, I don't know, maybe about that much of the way, and then I'm going to be taking that out and then putting it in here at the tip there. And then I'm going to be putting the dragon in and pouring the rest clear. Now, I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see. We will see and see if it does actually work. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So, yeah, this one's going to dry. I don't know if you're really supposed to be washing these moulds. I mean, they are pretty tough. It is a pretty tough mould, so I am going to probably put my heat mat on to dry that out a bit more. It is Julie Cut's dragon mould, and I've used it a couple of times, so I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, we'll get these guys done and we'll let this dry and let's get on with it. See you in a minute once I've done my resin. And here we go. So today I am using Apex Fast Cure resin. I'm using 100 millilitres of that, and I'm just giving it a really good stir. Now, Fast Cure resin is a very high viscosity, so you are going to have a lot of bubbles in there. It can't be helped, and especially if you haven't got a vacuum chamber like me, I haven't got anything like that. So all I've got to use is my heat mat and my alcohol. That is all I've got. And sometimes that's all you need, but in this particular occasion, I did do well with not getting any big bubbles in there, but I still got some micro bubbles in some of the babies' back feet. But no, overall it did come out quite good. So let me give you a little bit of a summary of what I'm doing here. So at Christmas I did my sister a dragon that had the coloration of the dragon off of How to Train Your Dragon, Toothless. So I did that in his colours, and now I am doing his mate and babies in their colours. So this is a pretty big project. I mean, I didn't think I was going to make it this weekend, honestly. I thought I was going to have to put it off. But I did somehow make it along with the resin I had left, because honestly this project, it wiped me out of resin. It really did. I had nothing left. I used all of my fast cure, all of my all-purpose, and all of my deep pour resin as well. So yeah, I'm just giving that mica powder a good mix, making sure that nothing is left, because if you don't mix the mica powder in enough, you will get clumps of mica powder that's left behind, and it will either float to the top, or it will very often sink to the bottom, and you do not want that. Honestly, it can ruin your piece. So just make sure that you're stirring that mica powder in very, very well and not leaving any clumps behind. What I sometimes do is just leave it for a few minutes, and any clumps that are left behind, they will come to the surface. And that way you know if your mica powder's been mixed good or not. So yeah, I'm just filling up the baby at the moment. Toothless's babies, they are sort of different colours, but they do have a main colour each of them. So they have 3 babies. One is a white baby with black tips all over, like its tail, its spines, and that sort of thing. And the black babies, they all have white tips. So I'm just doing the white baby first, just to because there's only one, just to get that one sorted, and then I did the black babies afterwards. I don't. They came out absolutely lovely. They did, but putting them together, honestly, it's a bit of a nightmare in a way, because you have to like get them precisely like together and not be wonky, because otherwise it one of my dragons had a wonky nose because I didn't quite get it quite together properly, and yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that now. But they did come out really cute. I do love this mould, I really do. Now let's talk about the eggs. I've got to tell you about the eggs. So I am going to fill that first dragon egg, the one with the bumps on it, just a little bit of the way with resin, and I do use Galaxy mica powder for this, from Let's Resin, and yeah, that bit worked until I put it in the other egg. So that part of it really, really worked. I really liked that bit. But the problem I had was I did 2 layers of clear, and it basically destroyed what I was trying to make. And I did not like it at all. And impatient stuff came to the rise, and I tried demolding it a lot earlier than what it was supposed to be getting demolded at. So I decide to abandon this idea for now, and I'm just going to do the babies and their mother as if the babies have just hatched. So I'm going to give these eggs another go, but it's not going to be for this project, because I think I do need a bit of practice with this particular project. So yeah, I think I do show you it actually. It doesn't look, honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It really doesn't. But because I did those 2 layers of clear, and because you can see that harsh line across it, and it just went all sorts of messy, I swear. So yeah, I abandoned this idea. But it does turn out a little bit, pretty, I will admit that. And it almost has a ghostly effect on the top with that bit in. So yeah, I'm just going to pour this, and then we're going to do a little demold, and yeah, we'll do the other babies next. So I'll see you when it's time to demold these guys. See you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. So these are all set up now, so let's see what they look like. They are still a bit bendy because it is warm in this craft room of mine. Look at that, isn't that cute? You can just see the hint of pink or red in there, but I suppose if you think about it. When it's packed with white, it looks almost pink. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that, isn't that cute? Let's unmold the other one. So these all go together. Whoopsie daisies. It really wanted to come out there. So there's the other half. So these halves go together like that and make a hole. It's such a cute little dragon. So that's the baby demolded. I'm just gonna get this out next if I can get it out. Might be a bit difficult with this because we didn't fill it up. So I'm just gonna turn it inside out if I can, just to get it out. Hang on, I'm gonna do this off camera for a minute. Resin flying everywhere. Nearly got it. And there we go. Wow, that's actually quite see-through, considering. I'll show you properly in a minute. There we go, that's all in the right place. So this is a part of the dragon egg that's going in the bottom of this. And then we're going to put clear in it once I've done the baby dragon and spruced it up a bit. I'm just going to see if this actually fits in here. It should fit in here. I don't see why it wouldn't. There we go. So if I just get it in place, okay, and I just need to make sure that the baby dragon's going to fit as well. So just get the baby dragon in there. Yeah, it fits lovely, that's wonderful. That's just about the right height there. So that's going to be good. So that can stay in there. I just hope it's in the right place. I think it is. It looks okay. So, and this should be dry now as well. Yeah, I think so. It looks dry. What we're going to do today is we're going to stick these two halves of the baby dragon and make a full baby dragon up. We're gonna do its little eyes and put a few embellishments on it and stuff. So yeah, just if you give me a minute, we will start that and we'll get this put in here. And that'll be one baby dragon done. So just give me a minute and I'll be right back.
Dragon world that just became fuller. I remember the black flash in the sky, a tail damaged but brought back to life. Two unlikely friends come together and fight for a stronger forever. Let's talk about the dragon time, when they walked among us, no longer a crime, winning wars and fierce battles, the legend of our chief and his black dragon. Let's not forget. Let's not forget our friends, the dragons. Let's not forget what brought our legends. They had to go, it wasn't safe. The black dragon found his white mate. It was time to say goodbye before it was
So that's baby number 1 done. It's got its little black tips on its fin's tail and the spikes at the back. I'm just moving her, I'm not sure, out of the way. And I'm going to be mixing up the black next and doing the 2 black babies. Now, getting the baby dragon into the egg itself was a bit tricky. I had to do a little bit of like fiddling around. Eventually I found a bit of what do you call it? It's not string, it is my brain is not braining. Thread. That's the word I'm looking for. I found some thread to hang it off of a stirring stick. But unfortunately the dragon still ended up moving where I didn't want it to move. So again, I am going to have to play with that a little bit. So here I'm just doing the same thing again, just putting the Galaxy mica powder into that egg. I'm going to fill it up with resin again, and yeah, I did end up making 3 of these before I thought, I might have to do this another time. So yeah, I've got 2 spare ones now, but at least I can try them again, you know? So it's not all bad. So yeah, I'm going to put you on another fast forward and put a bit more music on for you, and yeah, I will see you in a little while.
a new journey is always gonna be scary. But as I walk to harbor and I watch as the tides grow stronger, raising gods, please be with me. Help show people what I can see. Highland homemade crafts, my inspiration is where I'm at. Scottish Highlands, so beautiful and mighty, sing for me and bless me to keep my creations tidy. I have so many ideas floating in my mind, I might need help to decide. I can't believe that I have so many people who want to watch me all over the world. A great community, let's have fun with the creations that will be done. It makes this creator happy that you would want to subscribe to me. Highland homemade crafts, my inspiration is where I'm at. Scottish Highlands, so beautiful and mighty, sing for me and bless me to keep my creations tidy. I have so many ideas floating in my mind, I might need help to decide.
And now for the big dragon. Now, this took a lot of resin, and honestly, I was panicking because I didn't think I was going to have enough. At first I used the rest of my Apex all-purpose resin, and I put some scrappies in, and the scrappies, it did a strange effect to the resin. I did have the Aurora powder and some white mica powder, I cannot speak, in the resin itself. So I think because of this, one of the scrappies being darker, it's turned the Aurora powder purple. Because obviously with Aurora powder you get different effects with different, well, light and dark micas. So yeah, that's what happened to that. And after that had cured for a bit, I used the rest of my J-Diction deep pour. So yeah, that's what I did, and well, it still turned out beautiful, I've got to say. So I'm just going to fill this up and we will come back for demold. I'll see you in a minute. Hi guys. So this is taking a lot longer than I originally thought. This little baby dragon didn't come out quite as I wanted, so what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do the egg for now. I'm gonna just do the little dragons because I think I need a bit more practice with this egg mould. But look at the effect of that chameleon powder. Just look at that. I think can you see it? Look at that effect. It almost looks ghost-like because you can see through it. But yeah, I'm just not happy with this. I'm not happy at all with it. The dragon's supposed to be facing upwards, but for some reason it's sunk down a bit. So, and I put a bit too much crushed crystal in, I think, as well. So I'm going to redo this little baby dragon when I get some more resin, because all my resin stocks are nearly kaput. And I'm just going to do that baby dragon again, that white one, because the other ones have turned out really, like, cute. I love them. Look at these little guys. They're cute. They are so friggin' cute. So yeah, I'm going to redo these. Redo that one, that is. These ones are alright. And yeah, I'm gonna like maybe put them in the like next to the tail like that on Mummy. So yeah, those came out really cute. Look at them. They're so cute. So yeah, let me get gloved up again and we'll get this last layer poured, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll have a video by Sunday. And then I'm going to have to get some more UV resin. That one's nose is a bit crooked, but he still looks cute. He still looks very cute. But yeah, I'm going to have to do some smaller projects next week, I'm afraid, until I can get my resin stocks back up. So yeah, give me 2 minutes and we'll pour the rest of this resin. Hi guys, welcome back. So this is all set up now. I can finally see how it looks. I'm hoping it looks good because I've pretty much used all my resin on it. So it is still a bit soft. Too soft maybe, I don't know. I'm just going to loosen all of the bits. I'm hoping it's not going to cause any trouble me demoulding now. Just trying to get the wing loose. That's very bendy. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to lay this down flat when I've got it all out. Right, so what I'm going to do is now that I've loosened most of it, just give it a tug. Hopefully it'll just release. Like I said, it is still a bit bendy. A few bits of purple there. That must have been from the scrappies that I put in. Bits of the horns came off as well, but most of it's quite good actually. It's not too bad. There's a bit of clearness going on there. The eyes have stayed in place too. There's a bit of spillage there, but I'll deal with that later. There's a few bubbles on the eyes, but all in all, she's come out pretty good. There's a bit of stray glitter there as well, and she's pretty much the colour I wanted her to be. So all I really need to do is do another one of the white babies, and she's pretty much finished. Like I said, she is still a bit bendy. I did the last bit of her in deep pour resin. I need to do a bit of work on one of her eyes there because it's the UV resin's not crackled up a little bit for some reason. I don't know why. But there she is. Now this is going to just be my own type of version because these were all made in the colours of How to Train Your Dragon. I've already done Toothless. I'll see if I can find a picture of him in my stores, but I'd already done the Toothless colours on one of these dragons, and I wanted to do his mate's colours next. So this is what this is, and this is going to be for my sister. So I don't know if I'm going to do anything to her. I think I might just leave her as I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything to her other than just repairing the bubbles and stuff like that. I don't know what I would do with these. I think I might just leave them as they are because they're quite good little patterns, but I don't know. I'll have to ask my sister about that. So that's the end of this video, I think. I just want to thank all my subscribers for subscribing. I want to thank all my viewers and everybody who's liking, commenting, giving me feedback. I really appreciate it. Throughout the video I have been putting QR codes on the video and QR codes on the video all across the video. I just want to thank everybody for supporting my channel. I'm getting a lot of views on there at the moment, so thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider it. It is free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it's only a click away. Whether you're watching on a phone or whether you're watching on TV, I do have a QR code my channel and you can subscribe to it. It's only gonna take you a second to press that button, so please consider subscribing. You can see more makes like this. I don't mind doing more dragons. I do love dragons, and yeah, just consider subscribing because it really doesn't cost you anything. Anybody who wants to support my channel further, I do have a wish list in the description, and I do have a link to my buy me a coffee, so there's those two options there as well. And I just want to say I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I'm sorry this weekend's been a bit topsy-turvy. I know I swapped the videos around. I know Saturday's video was my unboxing for my birthday and Sunday is this release. So I want to thank you for your patience with this project because it has taken me a little while to get this done. So yeah, thank you very much, and there are other videos on my channel if you are interested in watching those, so please consider going to watch those as well. And yeah, all I've got left to say is just keep crafting, be positive, and I'll see you on Wednesday. So, bye guys!
Let's go into my Highland fells and look in my book of spells, creating wonders in my domain. The Resin is calling my name. Ooh. Somewhere in my box of moulds there's a beauty that will unfold, creating magic with this liquid gold, and I wonder what will do mold. Let my head be full of voices.